If you are forced to follow a god and continue his career, which god would you choose? Level extremely dangerous. And I taught the bowstring. The ghost claw bear in front of you. At least one match. The power of ordinary professional teams. There are no surrounding venues. A place to hide, and I'm not ready to surrender. Because ghost claw bears have a thick layer of fur. Means weak fire. The species belongs to the class of ordinary creatures. Means weak poison, and these are exactly what I need. Right here in this pack of ghost claw bears. He yelled and attacked me. Seeing this, I directly put the free attribute point, all added to agility. After turning on the water change department, my movement speed soared again. When the ghost claw bear, when he rushed to a distance of only 4 or 5 meters, I rolled violently to the side. Although embarrassed, but just dodged the fatal blow. But at this moment, I dare not slack off in the slightest. Suddenly ran behind the ghost claw bear. This blind spot of vision. It also happened to be free from the ghost claws, the angle of the bear's attack range. And then I took a look. The ghost fire toxin is activated instantly, only on the tip of the gun, entangled with a flashing toxin effect. Then you fiercely stabbed the back of the ghost paw bear. And I didn't stop. Just hurry up and move a big strip back. I see this lightning and flint. The ghost bear suddenly sat down behind him, with a back like a hill. Friction on the ground. Even the marble slab. A depression was made in an instant. And with this colleague, I also successfully hung the ghost claw bear slightly red. The hair on his back was instantly ignited, while dealing scorching damage. Also affected by toxin effects 1015. Ghost Claw Zhang at this time, the chicken became more and more manic. It also revealed his blood stripes. Just a few seconds. He quickly poisoned a small section of blood, and I got a quick lift by changing the water cloth. Quickly distanced himself from the ghost claw bear. Outside the trial tower at this time, Donval looked at me on the monitor in his hand. The angle of view instantly widened his eyes. I see me holding a long gun. Round the ghost bear around like 75. And every output is accurate and crisp. In comparison, the other side is in a rage. State of ghost bear. They're like clowns. He didn't even touch me. And what shocked Donwar the most? It was the helmet looking for the bear's bloodstream. I ran as bottomed out. How is that possible? What harm is this? Donval can't think of a whiteboard career for me. Why in a short time? Shoot such a high output. An attentive Donvar. Suddenly, I slowly saw the clue. I saw the reduction of the blood stripes of the ghost claw bear. Not every time I attack. It seems that it is constantly withdrawing blood, and the numbers are quite high. Just then, on the big screen of the Tower of Trials, the elimination information is broadcast one by one. Those who know they have broken through the Tower of Trials. High-rise hopelessness. Try your best to survive more time with the tester. Awakeners who come to raise their scores. All were eliminated. The big screen watching at the awakening ceremony at this moment. In perspective, only King Yanran was left. In the screen, he was in that open dueling arena, relying on the blood-patterned sword and this skill to be able to deal with the gritty ghost horn bear. Deals considerable damage. Little by little, he ground his blood strip to the clean board. In the eyes of the strong old principal Lin Zhang, once again, a flame of hope jumps out. Ken Yanyan. He is truly a role model for our one middle school. Sure enough, women don't let men. I think Ken Yanran has hoped to break through the Tower of Trials. The 5th floor gets full marks. Director Zhang next to him. More flattering. Right? If you want me to say that Ken Yanran is our pride. And this is the moment. Ken Yanran on the big screen had an accident. It was a camera. An arrow from the ghost claw bear's body, but tilted his head. 169 moments. A critical strike's weakness damage appear on the screen. In the eyes of everyone, it is a good thing. But found, the love on the screen is sweet, but there is a little panic. Before him, why can keep pulling to a safe enough distance to perform kite flow tactics. It is because of the arrow he deliberately shot, controlled by the ghost claw bear, rather than his weakness, just in case the ghost claw bear is in a state of rage. But this arrow broke out with a critical damage. I saw the ghost claw bear on the screen. A roar was fired by this arrow. Instantly went into a state of rage. Then his body suddenly floated to the ground. She rushed towards King Yanran madly. Seeing this, he subconsciously dodged. However, the entire empty dueling arena, but there is no obstruction at all. The furious ghost claw bear is just looking for. It turned into a ray of white light. With this colleague, the announcement sounded. No. One middle school awakened King Yanran has been eliminated. Final grade level 5. with Kin Yanran's perspective gradually turning gray. The last S, the trial tower for level professionals, has also ended, and Principal Lin saw this scene. Kin scolded inadvertently. Who designed this year's trial tower? Touch it, and it will be killed in seconds. Who do you ask? It can't be the Ghost Claw Bear on the 5th floor either. Director Wen Yinzhang hurriedly stretched out his hand. What did he say to Principal Lin's ear? I saw that Principal Lin's face suddenly turned pale. Whisper what? Someone from the military designed it. Why didn't you tell me sooner? And just when everyone thought they had awakened. That's it. When they got up and left. But see, the big screen of the Tower of Broken Love automatically jumps to a picture. People who left one after another. Suddenly turned his head differently. Wait, why are there still determinists in the Tower of Broken Love? Haven't everyone been eliminated? Then everyone looked at. He looked at the big screen of the trial tower. I saw an awakening that had never been seen. The person is holding a thick iron spear. With extreme precision. Always stuck in the dead end of the Ghost Claw Bear. In the blood bar of the Ghost Claw Bear. It means that only 1/5 of the victims are left. See here, the official's eyes were all wide open. Look, the Ghost Claw Bear is about to be killed by him. No, one middle time. Aren't there only 3 S level awakened? How could he? However, the same class of awakened. But you already recognize me. Oh my god, that person is actually dashing and smelling smoke. Wang Bao suddenly slapped the table. Face, looking at me in disbelief on the big screen. How is that possible? Xiao Fan, didn't he just awaken a whiteboard profession? It is impossible to rush to the 5th floor of the trial tower. And Lin zooming next to him. I couldn't believe my eyes. He immediately questioned loudly that it was wrong. Xiao Fan, he must be cheating. He has a whiteboard career. How is that possible? Can kill up to 50,000 of undead data. Lin Zooming's words suddenly woke up the awakened. They have all experienced the Tower of Trials firsthand. Each level of the trial tower. It's like a cruel hell. The principal must check it carefully. Those who cheat must be severely punished. However, in the midst of doubts, I have already sent the blood strip of the Ghost Bear, forced to the final death. Ghost Claw Bear at the moment, already in a state of rage. However, every time he explodes, you can't even touch a single hair of mine. I wasn't moving very fast. It's not very agile, but I can hide without danger every time. But this is the exquisite control of distance. Just now from Kin Yanran, who was teleported from the trial tower. One happened to see it too. After this brief shock, his gaze became more and more serious. Kin Yanran looked at that in anger. Under the attack of the Ghost Claw Bear. Still, I'm steadily walking around the Ghost Claw Bear. His eyes grew hotter and hotter. It turns out that sometimes you can't just pull it apart. Distance as target dodge. Move around the target. More able. Take advantage of the turns of those clumsy monsters. There is a lot of doubt. And in the eyes of disbelief. The blood strip of the Ghost Claw Bear. It's getting to 0 little by little. And Lin zooming. It suddenly popped up with blue veins all over its face. Say look. The blood strip of the Ghost Claw Bear. It doesn't decrease with the fire attack at all. Xiao Fan, he must have cheated. Lin zooming's words caused a stir. A group of people suddenly stood up. A mournful shout of cheating. As the words of agitation and questioning grow higher. As a fighting priest, Tang Weiner finally couldn't help it. He has witnessed my journey with his own eyes, bit by bit to reach the 5th floor. So Tang Weiner stood up, frowning and reprimanding, give me quiet. Bloodline does not decrease with attack. It means that the ghost looking for the bear was in an abnormal state by the most fundamental truth. Can't you all see it? I ping, are all your regular fighting lessons for nothing? What he said suddenly let a group of people in a mood drive down business. However, at this time, Lin Zooming was already crazy. Don't hesitate to stand up and refute Tang Wan. Mr. Tang, you can't because of your preference for Xiao Fan. Just protect him. We all know that. Xiao Fan, he just woke up for a whiteboard night. How could it be possible to play the abnormal state of the Ghost Claw Bear? Hearing this, Tang Weiner looked at Lin Zooming. There was a hint of displeasure on his face. But even he can't think of it. How did I get here? And this time, Principal Lin on the rostrum also frowned. How could it be Xiao Fan? He's just a crap job. No matter how good the operation is, it's impossible to hit the 5th floor. Is there something wrong with the trial tower? Let that guy take advantage. Now everyone can see. The Ghost Claw Bear only had a trace of blood left. Even if I finally did not kill this Ghost Claw Bear. And according to the rules of the trial tower, trialists who can kill more blood strips of monsters will get higher grades. Then I almost doomed this time. The first place in the Tower of Broken Love. At this moment, as I once again succeeded in giving the Ghost Claw Bear a layer of Ghost Stove, a hint appeared again in front of me. The target has fallen into a state of Ghost Fire Toxin. Dozens of layers of toxin? Unexpectedly, a full 10 layers of Ghost Fire Toxin effects are superimposed. This is what I was able to do in a short time. The reason for the explosion of such high output: a layer of Ghost Fire Toxin. Only one layer of combustion can be superimposed. And a layer of toxin. Only a dozen drops of blood can be deducted per second. But the 10-layer Ghost Fire Toxin, enough to deduct nearly 100 drops of blood per second. The anal hair on the Ghost Claw Bear at this moment, almost everything has been burned. And the toxin made his mind dizzy. Dazzled eyes, 121 to 139 with Ghost Claw Bear. More than 100 of them kept jumping out of their bodies. Heard? Finally, all his blood strips were corroded and brought in. Then it collapsed. In this tremendous amount of experience, let me go straight to level 15.